So, let's talk about a piece of AI infrastructure that you've probably never heard of. But trust me, you're going to be hearing a lot more about it. It's called the Model Context Protocol, and it's quietly fixing one of the biggest headaches in AI today.
But before we dive in, just think about this for a second. Do you ever feel like you're just a human copy and paste machine, shuttling information between all your different AI apps just to get one thing done? What if all of that just went away?
To really get why this protocol is such a game changer, we have to rewind the clock a bit. Let's go back to what was basically the Big Bang moment for the AI we know and use today, the day our entire relationship with computers fundamentally changed.
That's the day, November 30th, 2022, the day OpenAI unleashed ChatGPT on the world. Before that, our interactions with machines were all about clicking buttons, giving commands. It was transactional. But all of a sudden, we had something that felt like a thinking partner, something you could actually have a conversation with.
And our adoption of this tech, it happened unbelievably fast, kind of in three big waves. First, you had the wonder phase. That was all of us just playing around, asking it silly questions to see what it could do. Then came the work partner phase. Suddenly, it was helping us write code, summarize long reports, you name it. And finally, wave 3, the API integration phase. AI just exploded, embedding itself into all the apps we already use: Notion, Slack, Gmail, everything.
And yeah, this was all incredibly exciting, but it also created this massive, invisible problem, a problem of total digital chaos.
See, AI was everywhere, but none of these AIs could talk to each other. We ended up with this Slack AI world that had no clue what was happening in our Notion AI world, which was completely walled off from our Google Drive AI world. This fragmentation was the complete opposite of that seamless, integrated future we were all promised.
So, guess who's left to connect all the dots?
Yep, we were. You and me. We became the human APIs, manually grabbing context from Jira, then some code from GitHub, then our notes from Google Drive, just to paste it all into a single prompt. It was slow, it was frustrating, and it just doesn't scale.
Now, the industry knew this was a huge problem, and their first attempt to solve it was, well, it was a step in the right direction. But it accidentally created an even bigger monster, what we now call the integration nightmare.
So this first fix was something called function calling. It was actually a pretty cool breakthrough. It let an AI model reach out to external tools, like your company's Salesforce or your Slack channel, to go grab data all by itself. On the surface, it seemed like the perfect solution to our context problem.
But here's the massive catch. Imagine you've got N different AI agents, maybe one for coding, one for customer support, another for analytics. Now imagine you have M different services you need to plug them into: GitHub, Jira, Slack, and so on. Well, with function calling, developers had to build a totally custom, unique integration for every single connection. This is what's known as the N by M problem.
And the fallout from this was brutal. Maintenance costs went through the roof, because every time a service changed its API, a connection would break. Security became this fragmented mess, and the development overhead was just enormous. Instead of speeding things up, integration became the single biggest bottleneck holding AI back.
But this is where our story takes a really interesting turn, because out of all that chaos, an incredibly simple, elegant solution started to emerge. A solution designed to fix the problem at its very foundation. And that is the Model Context Protocol, or MCP.
So what exactly is MCP? Well, the easiest way to think about it is as a universal language for AI. It is a standardized communication layer that sets the rules for how AI models, which it calls clients, talk to all the services and tools they need context from, which it calls servers.
And this right here shows you the fundamental shift. With the old way, both the AI app and the service had to do all this complicated work to connect. But with MCP, the service, the server, does all the heavy lifting. The AI app, the client, can now connect with just a simple, lightweight configuration. It completely flips the script on who's responsible for the hard work.
This one simple shift in responsibility is what unlocks a truly unified, connected future for AI. Let's just look at the benefits.
All of a sudden, that N by M nightmare, it's gone. The maintenance overhead basically vanishes because now the service provider is the one handling all the updates. Security is centralized, way easier to manage, and the cost and effort for an AI app to connect to a new tool, it drops to almost nothing.
And that simplicity creates this incredibly powerful network effect. The more AI apps, the clients, like Claude or Perplexity, that adopt MCP, the more pressure services like GitHub and Slack feel to support it. And once a service offers an MCP server, any compatible AI can connect instantly. This encourages even more AIs to join in. It becomes this beautiful, self-reinforcing loop.
So here's the most important thing to remember. MCP isn't just another app or another tool. It's foundational. It is the plumbing. It's the invisible infrastructure that's going to allow for a world where our AI assistants can truly understand our entire digital lives and work seamlessly across every single app we touch.
Think about it. The first great AI revolution gave us the power to talk to a single computer. But this next one, powered by protocols like MCP, is going to finally let all of our computers talk to each other. And the only question left is, are we ready for what they're going to say?